This fight week is going good. We got here in Singapore just 2 days ago, so already acclimated, adjusted to the time zone, and right now just waiting for the fun part. I do realize that Ok Rae Yoon is the last man in the top five that I haven't taken out, and after beating him, I would have cleared out basically the top of the division, and it is a big accomplishment. But for me, I don't spend much time, relishing over my accomplishments. I just put my head down, keep working hard, and continue doing what I'm doing, which is defending my belt and fighting. For me, there is no ceiling. I feel that in any professional sport, when you put a limit, when you put a ceiling on what you want to accomplish in the sport, once you reach that, there's no more motivation. There's nothing more to push you. So for me, winning the world title was just the beginning. I'm still just as hungry as I was before I won the belt, and I'm just going to continue knocking off the contenders and defending my belt. I do feel that I'll be able to make the adjustment in weight necessary to compete at the top of the welterweight division. And right now, Ok Rae Yoon, he's a very dangerous competitor in front of me, so I'm not looking past him. But assuming all goes well in this fight, I'll take some time off and get myself ready to move up for a welterweight super fight. Before Ok Rae Yoon fought Murat, it was just another lightweight fight on the card. I was fighting on the same card, and I didn't pay much attention to it, but I was watching it. After I saw that he took out Murat, I was impressed, and I definitely took notice when he was going in there to fight Eddie. And in that fight, I feel that him and Eddie had similar skill sets. That's why it was such a close fight. But he was able to really capitalize on Eddie's overconfidence in that match, and so I feel that he caught Eddie sleeping. That's why he was able to drop him in the first round and come close to finishing him. So props to him. He did a great job, and he definitely earned himself this title shot. I think Murat was a very dominant featherweight champion, and since moving up to lightweight, he hasn't had the same success he had in featherweight, but he's still a very dangerous fighter. I feel that his last few fights, he really didn't have the best matchups in terms of Ok Rae Yoon. He had the perfect style to counter Murat's game, and Yuri Lapikis also, he had a good style to counter his game. So I do think he's still a dangerous opponent, but I think he had a bit better success when he was a featherweight. I think that lightweight would probably be a good division for Sage. Yeah, I think early in his career, he was fighting at lightweight. And so this is probably more of his natural division. And we've only seen Sage fight once so far in one championship. So I think once he can, start competing regularly, then we'll get to see his true skill set. So what makes Ok Rae Yoon so dangerous is the fact that he is a good fighter with a good skill set, and he consistently shows up and brings his A game every time he steps in there. And I watched his previous fights. He always brings his A game, and he's always ready to throw down. He's had some tough fights. He's had some good wins, but I've never really seen him go in there with a bad performance. So I think that Ok Rae Yoon is going to be bringing his best game, and I think he's absolutely going to be trying his very best to seize this moment in front of him. So if I take any credit away from him, if I look past him one bit, that gives him an opportunity to capitalize on that. So I'm treating Ok Rae Yoon as the best fighter in the world, and it's my job to go in there and take him out. I always want to fight the best version of my opponents. I don't want to leave any stone unturned. When I go in there, I truly believe that I'm the best fighter in the world. And so I want to fight the second best fighter in the world, and I want to prove that I'm still number one. So, pre-COVID times, I would be there ringside. I would be there cornering here if I could. But, the way everything is run now, it's quite different. I'm probably going to be arriving at the stadium shortly after she fights. And so will try my best to watch the fight however I can. Of course, I'll be there supporting her in spirit, but I know that Victoria is 100% ready for her fight. She's going to have my parents there cornering her, and I'm absolutely confident that she's going to finish her opponent. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to be ringside for her fight. No, in this fight game, there's nothing that can get to me. When I come in here, when I arrive here for a fight, it's strictly business. When I step into the cage, it's strictly business. So I'm here to get my job done, get in, get out, and go back home to my family.